Good afternoon, everyone. How was your food? Good? I hope you're hungry for more of the spiritual food, for the food for the soul, than the food for the stomach. Okay, so thank you so much, Lauren, for your introduction. Yes, I have been involved in different type of business and investment and projects in Cambodia and overseas in Australia and Singapore, and yeah. I, of course, found a purpose. That's why I'm here. I was living in Singapore for 4 years, and I found my purpose. The Lord said, don't go further, come back. That's the reason I came back here for one purpose. Okay, and today I have so much things to share. So Empower Youth Leadership's Conference, so it's what line up with my purpose, and it's what the Lord called me to do. Let me introduce what we're doing here besides business, community projects, and also on the top, I advise some community farmings in Cambodia. Yeah. Okay, so who we are now? Well, when the Lord called me to set up this school called School of Innovative Leadership, leadership is about innovations. Okay, so our school has been two and a half years. And we focus on doing more like on media teachings, and later on we're moving on into more campus setting up and stuff like that, okay? And our purpose is to empower youth, yes, you, young man and young woman here, okay, to manifest. You have so much thing inside you you haven't discovered yet. We want you to discover your potential and manifest your potential. Not only discover, but manifest your potential. So this is our purpose and full potential, and discover who God made you to be. And we want to equip you with the right principle, the original principle. Not any principle in the world, but the original principles. Our vision is to see everyone becoming whom God made you to be, a visionary leader. We have plenty of leaders, but we lack of visionary leader and authentic leaders. Our mission is to train and equip new generations to find their own places of authority. You will never raise one, I trust you, if you find your own place of authorities. And that is so important. And you never seek wealth or power once you find your own place of authority. And that is biblical. Okay, so all these biblical sounds, principles. Okay, this is who we are. And today I would like to share with you what leadership is all about. Oh, I think it's a bit far. Okay, leadership is all about you. When you discover who you are, you become dangerous, and you discover the leadership inside you. Every one of us born to be a leaders, and that is come from the Creator. It's not from anyone's philosophy. Okay, so leadership today is very complicated. Many people have their own idea about leadership, but if you really dig deep to study and compare with the Creator, you find out most of them are manipulators, okay, instead of dictators, instead of leaders. So who are leaders then? We'll find out, okay? So leadership is all about you. It's about discover who you're born to do. That's called leadership. Okay, here's the 5 most important questions that everyone must ask before you become a leader. So these 5 questions, it sounds simple, but will give you a sweat when you really dig deep to find an answer. First, who am I? Everyone needs to ask who you really are. Okay, it's nothing to do with your positions. It's nothing to do with your titles. It's all about your purpose, okay? Who you really are. Where I'm from, that tells why you're here. So all these 5 questions related to each other, okay? Where you're from. If you tell yourself you're from a monkey, will tell yourself that you go nowhere, just as a monkey is, okay? So you have to find out where you're from. If you're from the Creator, then you're here for a purpose. It means your home is not on earth. Okay, so that is a very deep question you need to ask. Without connecting to the creator of the universe, you will never find out about who you are or where you're from. So really, anyone that really want to get this answer really need to connect with God, the creator of our life, okay? Why am I here for? Why you're here for? Young man, young woman, you're here for a purpose. Find that purpose, okay? What can I do? It's all about your potential. What can you do related to why you're here for? Okay, so find that. Once you find your purpose, you know what you can do. Where am I going? That's your vision. Do you have a vision? Do you have a dreams? Do you see where you're going? If you don't see where you're going, you will never go anywhere. You will be where you are. So have to see your destiny. So where actually is your destiny? The creator will always show you where you're going, okay? So all these questions you only can get answered through your connection with the creators of heaven and earth and your life and my life, okay? So I found the answer among these questions when I connect with him. So I hope today you connect with him, and what will draw your hunger and thirst is that knowledge, that deep wisdom inside him. One person we call Yeshua, and he is the whole original ideas of God that reveal unto us. Without connecting to him, you will never know who you are. He came here as the last Adam to tell us who we really are. So we really need to connect to him. So I'm here to share with you today is something that is very, very original, very, very authentic. It's not new knowledge that I'm sharing, but as old as God. Okay, so what is actually leadership? I got the whole principle come from my mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe. Leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, motivated by passion, generated by visions, and produced by a conviction, ignited by a purpose. All these words counts. You cannot take away one word from this principle of leadership. You can influence others in a bad way, but in what way? That's called leaders. If leadership is only influence, then Hitler will be a great leader. Would you agree? If you don't agree, it means not only influence, but influence through inspirations in a good way, in a purposeful way, right? All right, so now we will learn personal leadership by putting all these words in order. So I want to ask you this question before we go through all the lists. Who are these that you call leaders? Can you tell me who's the king? Oh, how about the other two wearing crowns? The elephant is wearing crowns. And the sheep is wearing a crown also. They're not king? You're very smart. You already found something inside you. You know lion is the king. Even without a crown, you know he's a king. That's leadership. You don't need to wear a crown. Wearing a crown doesn't make you a king. Wearing a crown doesn't make you to be a leader at all. It means position, power, wealth, doesn't mean anything related to leadership. It's all about discovering who you really are. Why you said it's lion? Because of his attitudes. Leadership is about mindset. It's about the attitude. Because of the attitude of the lion. Is lion smaller or bigger than the elephants? Smaller. How come the elephant is not king? Because when the lion see the lion think that's my lunch. And then the elephant will be afraid. So he cannot be a leader. If you're fearful, you're not a leader. You're not acting as your creator if you're fearful. Okay? So today, there's something stirred up inside you, I believe. Deep inside you is telling you, I am that lion. Okay, you have to discover that lion inside you is roaring right now. That will lead you somewhere. Okay, so this is the whole elements about leadership. First, you need to discover your purpose. When you discover your purpose, you discipline yourself to work on to fulfill that purpose. When you discipline yourself, and you will stir up your heart so much that you see your futures, your end, just like Joseph in the Bible saw his end to be a leader, to be one of the powerful men after a king. You surely will see. Only the Creator will give you that type of vision. When you see your futures, you stir up inside your heart, and deep down inside you, give you such a passion, such a desires to fulfill that purpose, that you must do that work that you're called to do. By doing that, by working to fulfill your purpose, you inspire people surrounding you to follow you. Remember, leadership is not about calling anyone to follow you, but being who you are. By being who you are, acting what you're called to do, you inspire people surrounding you to follow you because they want to be like you. They like what you're doing. And when they start to like what you're doing, you start to influence them without knowing. They want to learn from you. They want to act what you're acting. They want to come and help you. They want to be part of your team. They want to be part of your work. They surely will offer a hand to help you because they want to learn from you. What made you to be that woman? What made you to be that man? And they want to discover more about you. That's how you influence people, and they call you leader. You don't call yourself leader. What Jesus of Nazareth had, he got a purpose called salvation. That's who he is. That's why we call him Jesus, because he's a savior. We come to him. He didn't call us. We come to him because when he showed himself, we saw what he has. We want that. He only showed who he really are to his disciple. Peter was a fisherman at the time. And Peter and James and John saw what he had. They want to follow him. They follow him because they want to have what he had. And then he told them, I will make you to be fishers of men. I will make you to be leaders that influence other people on earth. And God wants to make everyone here, young man, young woman, you become a great leader. That's what God has a plan for you. And everyone, the Bible tells us everyone are called to be leaders. What do you mean? Am I confusing you? You mean everyone to be a leader? Yes. I mean, it's not from me. It's from the Creator. Then the question will come to your heart. Then who is the follower then? How come one company there's only one CEO? All right. Maybe the society has been confusing you with their philosophy for a long, long time. Maybe today you need to find out something true, something new, something that is a principle, that's something that's so authentic about you. Let me ask you one question. A CEO of the company and the lady who cleaned the toilet and the desk, who is more important? Can you tell me? Oh, everyone said the CEO. You already been convinced by the society that leaders is someone appointed. You mean the lady is cleaning the whole office not important? You think the company can run without her? You think the CEO would like to go to the toilet that's dirty? You think he will go to clean the toilet? So the CEO and the lady who clean the companies, the office, are important. Is that right? Both of them are important. Would that tell you something about leadership? Everyone's are leaders in the area of gifting, in the area of their functioning. Everyone functions differently. The CEO has different role. The lady who cleans the office has different roles. All are important. Okay, I will go to the next one. Okay, I would like to bring you to the original idea of purpose. How to discover your purpose. Okay, later on, everyone have a question. I would like to share with you more. I want to complete these sessions. I can tell you more and more why everyone's a leader. I can have so many examples, can tell you a story to tell you, but I want to bring you into the journey to understand fully what is leadership is, okay? Okay, purpose is part of the leadership. The reason that leaders born is purpose. And purpose must be inherent. You will never find the purpose outside of you. You cannot go and ask someone else, what is my purpose of life? No one will know. You need to dig deep down inside you, have a quiet time to ask yourself, connect you to the Creator. Only Him can pour out that knowledge to you. No one else. No one can tell you, not even your parents. The purpose must be inherent. When the purpose was born, as old as when God created everything. Genesis 1:26. Then God said, let us make man in our own image. One man? Two men? Man is referring to all mankind. Let us make mankind in our own image and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air and over the cattle, over the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on earth. Do you find leadership there? Okay. This is the purpose of man, of all mankind. Let them have dominion. I would like to explain to you what dominion means. We are not only created to have dominion, but we are created like God. We are supposed to function like God. Okay? That is what image for. So, dominion in Hebrews means rada. Radas mean king dominion, kingdom, sovereignty. Okay? It means to govern, to rule, to lead, to manage. You find leadership there or not? That's why I said everyone's are born to lead. Every one of us on earth are born to lead. But what do we lead? Do we lead humans being? No. If you look at all the lists, can you go back to the first slide? If you look at all the lists, the fish of the sea, the bird of the airs, and all the creeping animals on earth. Do you see human there? So what we are supposed to lead? Every creation except humans. Then it's come to your mind, how come my principles of leadership is about leading people? A true leader recognizes that he has a special purpose for being in this world. Okay, so I'm talking about true leaders. I'm not talking about any other leaders, but truth, authentic, original from the Creator. And that leaders will discover their own purpose because you are created for purpose. When you found that purpose, you're very powerful. You're not going to compete with others. No one can compete with you. That is your place of authority in that purpose. And that is where the Creator will supply everything to your needs to fulfill that purpose. It's where you don't think about looking for materials. It's where you're going to enjoy doing the work. Okay? That is called leaders. It's in that dominion. That's a powerful word. You want to find the purpose, must found as old as the creation. Only the Creator, the inventor, know the purpose because the Creator will put the purpose inside of every creation that He created. You got it? If you're going to make a cup and you are the potter who made a cup and you know that the purpose is to hold a cup of cold tea or water and you're sure, you can tell everyone that use a cup that you can hold hot water as hot as 100 degrees, no problem. Because you are the Creator, because you make the cup and you know what the cup can do and you set the purpose inside the cup, okay? So only the Creator set the purpose. That's why you cannot find your purpose of life in another person's life. You will never ask anyone outside you to tell you about your purpose of life. No one knows. Okay, the purpose of your life determines your leadership role exactly because you're born to do something. Okay, you're born to do something. Later, I will give you some example, and you will know these persons. You are a leader in the area of your gifting. That's why previously Brother Lauren talking about your talents, your passions. Yeah, okay? So when you found your talent, that's your gifting area, okay? So your gift is meant from God. What does mean gift? You're not creating yourself. It means you are born with it, inherent, okay? It's what the Creator given to you. That's called gift. You're not going to do anything to put that talent inside you. It's the Creator who put the talent inside you. If He wants you to sing, you surely can sing. If He wants you to dance, He put that gift of dancing inside you. If He wants you to be an engineer, He put that gift inside you. If He wants you to create an airplane, He put that gift inside you. You will discover this inside you. You're born to serve your gift to the world. If you want to eat mango, where are you going? You go to the mango tree, right? Have you seen a mango fruit look for market? Look for friends, hey, can you eat me? Do you want to eat me or not? Have you seen a mango fruit doing the marketing? No. You know yourself when you want that fruit, you go to that tree. Is that right? It's correct. When you discover your gift, you become powerful. The world will look for you, for sure. All right. I want you to brainstorm this question, okay? Something will stir you up. And when you go back home, never stop thinking about all the questions, the 5 questions and these questions. What are my talents? Ask yourself. You need to find a quiet times, okay, to ask yourself, you know what? You are at the right age to discover who you are, okay, before it's too late. Some people it's been very late then discover themselves. Some people were still lost in the wilderness, don't know who they really are. You're at a perfect age. When you discover yourself now, before you finish your high school, you know where you're going. You're not going to follow your friend to study management. You're not going to follow your friend to study accountants. And you know what you want to study because you found something inside you. Discover that talents that is from God. What would I like to do with my life? Go and ask yourself questions every single night, day and night. Ask yourself, what do you want to do with your life? Now I'm here on earth. What I'm here for? What I'm going to do with it? How I'm going to spend my life for? How I'm going to spend it? What do I most enjoy doing? Write it down. I hope you write every detail down of every question because that gives you a very specific answer. Only you will find it out. Okay? What idea do I have that refuses to go away or keep running in your mind? Okay? It's what idea that keep popping up in your mind, in your heart, that's telling you what to do, that's telling you a purpose that you're born to do. It could be an idea or it could be a problem, what you're angry with and doesn't go away. Something is really made you angry and you want to solve that problem. That also related to the purpose of life. Write it down. And that will give you a lot of answers about your life. Okay? What have always dreamed, wanted to do? What's your dream? Young man, young woman, you're at the right age to dream. You're at the right age to discover what your dreams are. Write it down. I dream I want to be a pilot. I want to be an astronaut. Dare to write it down. Don't even look at your situation surrounding you that you don't have a science lab or whatever. Don't ever think about that. Just write it down because the Creator never put the wrong gift inside you. He only put the right gift because only Him can help you to bring your gift out to serve the world. Later on, you'll find out how to bring it out. But write every detail down, okay? You want to be honest to yourself. You want to discover who you really are. You want to know your purpose of life. Write every details down, okay? And look at it, commit it to the Creator. And ask yourself day and night. These questions you would never stop asking yourself the rest of your life, for sure. Even when you're doing it, you still make sure that you walk in the right path to that destiny that the Creator has set. That's why I guarantee that you never look for materials, never look for wealth, because in the Bible, the promise has made and telling you this. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. You know what that means? Your gift, what you can do, your talents will open doors for you to bring you before great men. We bring you before someone who has resources. You don't need to look for resources. Once you discover your talent, you become powerful. You become unstoppable, okay? It doesn't matter you have feet or no feet. Look at Nick Vujicic, okay? You heard about this guy? Nick? Yeah. You don't need to have legs and arms, to fulfill the purpose. Okay, this is someone I want to show you, because your gift will surely make room for you. God's word always right and proof it works. You know this lady, Susan Boyers? In 2009, in American Got Talents, this lady, she's already past 40 years of age, and she had one talent. It's been hidden inside her, and she never really expressed out. But she always wanted to do that. She always wanted to become a singer. She always wanted to become a famous singer, and she never gave up on what she dreamed of. Okay? Until one day, she got a chance to express herself on the stage, and everyone was laughing at her. Look at her body, look at her look at her age. No one ever thought that she can sing well. But you can go YouTube, type Susan Boyer, I Dream a Dream. That's what the song she sang at the time. And she won the first place of American Got Talented. And she won the prize. And she got the attention of the world. And the world was looking at this lady. Who is this lady? She doesn't look beautiful. She doesn't look qualified. But what's inside her never go away. Until one day, that gift make rooms for her and make her to be Susan Boyer. In 1 year, she made $8.5 million with one production company in UK. But if she would just hide it, be a housewife or just stay at home and cooking, would anyone ever notice her gift? No. But she really bring it out, and her gifts really make room for her. And this year, her wealth goes $29.5 million worth. You see, your gift will make room for you. People will look for that type of gift. You don't need to look for people. All you have to do is sharpen your gift. Discover your purpose and sharpen it and use it, okay? It's all about you. Okay, this gentleman, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's a soccer. He kicked ball. And only kicked the ball, he made $275 million. Okay? And then next to him is Stephen Curry. He hit the ball, and he made $156 million. Next to him, this guy used a stick to hit a small ball, and he made $100 million. Isn't that easy? It looks very easy. You see, only kick a ball, make money. Isn't that funny? Is it sound funny or not? Does it sound funny to you? You see? One is kick the ball, one hit the ball with a stick. And everyone enjoy what they're doing. You know why? Because these gentlemen discover their gift. And the world will pay attention. And the world will pay any price to watch, to enjoy their gift. When you discover your gift, you become powerful. The world will pay any price just to enjoy your gift. They will buy tickets, they will look for you, you will have performance in any country, they will fly over to look for you, trust me. They will pay any ticket to look for you. Just be who you are. Okay, but if you don't discover your gift, if you don't know who you are, if you don't understand your purpose of life, what happened, okay? You will carry a burden. I have to make money. I have to eat. I have to feed family. I have to pay house. I have to pay cars. I have to pay this and pay that. You are struggling. So you carry a burden. And what did Jesus say? Come unto me, those who are heavy with your heavy burden. Because you're wearing a wrong yoke. And Jesus wants to give you the right yoke. And Jesus wants to tell you to take my burden. And what does it mean? Discover the talents inside you, who I made you to be. That's what God is telling you today. Okay? Because you are not born to carry that burden the world has put on you. You're born to do what God created you to do. And when you're doing that, you become who God made you to be. And trust me, He knows how to supply your needs. He knows that. You don't need to ask. Anyone that I know, even myself, when I answer His calling, supply just flow. I believe it's something inside you as well. And knowing your purpose will set you aside from the world competitions. You don't need to compete with anyone. No one has the gift that you have. Trust me, no one. And no one can stand on your place. That's called the place of authority. Okay? That lesson of authority itself is very long. I can spend whole day talking to you about that place of authority. All right. Okay. So next, after you found your purpose, you become powerful already. But nothing really can work out yet. So what you have to do, you need to convict yourself. You need to discipline yourself. You think the guy who hit the ball and hit the ball, you think that they just become that person in one night? Of course not. Of course not. Yeah. So when you discover your purpose, you need to tell yourself, okay, that you stop doing certain activity that's not related to that purpose. You need to fine-tune. You need to look deep, calculate your time, how much time you want to invest to sharpen that gift. How much time you want to invest, okay, to avoid wrong communication, wrong relationship, okay, wrong activities. So you really need to focus and think deep. How you're going to sharpen that gift, how you're going to bring out your potentials to serve the world. So that is called convictions, okay? Even Paul, once he found his calling, he said he do like a boxing. He really hit his body, put his body down. It means you don't want to do anything that your friends tell you to do. You don't want to do anything that your parents tell you to do that is not related to your purpose of life. You want to focus on your purpose of life. That's what it means. It means you really train yourself, train up your body to focus on what you're called to do. Okay? Invest your time wisely, calculate it properly, who you want to be. You don't want to mix up with the wrong crowd. You don't want to go out with the wrong friends, just wanted to go drinking, have fun. Go ahead. I have my purpose. I found my purpose. I want to fulfill it. Okay? So you only when you found your purpose, that will give you priorities in life. And you will start to plan your life according to that purpose. And you know your priorities. So anything that's not in your line of priorities, you just list it out. Take it out. It's not important at all to fulfill your purpose. What Galatians 6:9 telling you? You're not only train yourself, but you train yourself to be perseverance, to move on, to never give up. Okay? Doesn't matter how long it takes. And the purpose will surely be harvested in due time. So keep on doing what that God put inside you once you discover it, and never lose heart. Because the walkway, your path of life to fulfill that purpose is not easy. Sometimes you go through fire, sometimes you go through storm, sometimes you go through water, but know that the Lord is with you, will bring you to fulfill. Once you discover, okay? You have to commit that calling, that purpose to Him. Only Him can bring you through, okay? Anyone read the story of Joseph? Joseph saw visions of sitting on the throne. He didn't know how to fulfill that. He was so excited. Didn't know that God brought him through slavery, brought him through come in jail. Who want to go through the path that Joseph went through? Do you want to become a prime minister after 2 years in jail? All Joseph saw is his destiny. But God brought him through the way that Joseph never thought of. And indeed, Joseph really sit on the throne because that is purpose. And that is a place of authority that God already set for him. And no one can sit. Even environments, people that God used will favor Joseph to sit on that throne. Even Pharaoh said, I don't need to sit on that throne. You're just below me, a little bit below me. I'm the king, you are the prime minister. You run the whole country. Can you imagine? That's why you need to discover what God wants you to do, because He will bring you to fulfillment that you never can do all by yourself. If you sacrifice your belief system in order to please other people, you are not yourself, you are not a leader. Many people today doing like that. I don't want to against anyone in my family. If my parents tell me I need to learn accounting, I learn accounting. If my parents told me I need to be a doctor, I will learn to become a medical doctor. I don't want to against anyone. Is anyone here thinking like that? Maybe it's something you have to change inside you today. That you have something inside you, deep inside you is telling you, oh no, I want to become a singer. Oh no, there's something inside me that I want to become that engineer. Oh, I want to become that interior designer. Oh, I want to become that talented dancers or designers, whoever you want to be. You know yourself. Dare to dream. Dare to take it out. Dare to do it. Never compromise with life. You cannot be where God set you to be if you compromise with life. You can't be. So you have to be serious with life. Learn to be very serious. At 12 years of age, Jesus of Nazareth knew what he's born to do. Do you know what you're born to do at the 12 years of age? Do you know what you're born to do at this age now? At the age you are now? That's why. Ask yourself now. Ask the Creator right now to reveal that to you. Then you will not waste time anymore. By 33 and a half years of age, Jesus already completed his work, his life journey completed. How long do we have to live? How long do we have to wander in the wilderness and seeking ourselves? How long do we have to ask around people who are made to be? I don't think we have much time. The time is now. That's why I said you are at a perfect age to discover who you really are. And today, something inside you stirring, telling you, be quick. I know who I am. I know what I want to do. I have dreams. that I always want to do that work. I always want to have people. I want to have that communities. Write it down. That's who God made you to be. Okay? When you write it down, you commit yourself to fulfill that purpose that God has for you. And God will show you the next step. It's a vision of your life. And the vision will never come from anyone. You can't see it with your own natural eyes. But inside you, your spiritual eye will tell you. That's why I keep asking you, what's your dream, young man? What's your dream, young woman? What's inside you that God put inside you that you never want to take it out? It just keeps popping up and popping up again and again. Make you keep thinking about that role, about who you want to be, about the work that you want to do. Write it down. That's your visions God showing you. The world needs most is visionary leaders. You can be a blind leader, you know that? But God make everyone to be a visionary leaders. You must see your end. You must see what you're doing. Because you can't be there if you don't see it. Because God made us in His own image, remember. What's image? Okay? It's a function like Him. He created everything from His spiritual visions. He see, He say, it happens. Same thing He wants us to be. Have you heard about this man, Martin Luther the Genius? One day, he stepped up in speaking in the public. I have a dream, seeing that black girl, that black man, hand to hand, holding each other, become friends. No one discriminate each other anymore. I saw that dream inside me. I saw the white man and the black man become friends and live in one community. Do you see that? Do you see that dream? Do you have that pictures? Do you have that image? Do you see that? Get your visions. That will tell where you're going. And you never go wrong, trust me. Okay? And the vision will stir up the deep inside you. It will wake up at night telling you, it's so strong inside you. Keep stirring up inside you of what you want to do or where you want to go. And that's called passion. If you don't know, you can ask Him, the Creator, give you the desire of your heart. And only Him can tell you. Only Him can tell you the definite of your destiny that no one else can. So ask Him, Lord, give me the desires of my heart. You know, remember when you call Him Lord, it means He's the owner of your life. Surrender. That desire will come to you. Okay? If you don't know your passion, you can ask Him. He will give it to you. Only Him can, no one else. Okay? Because that related to your purpose of life. Okay, another man. Maybe you learn about it in the history. Okay? Nelson Mandela. I keep telling all these men because it's someone that I really admire. True leaders, I call. Okay? Okay. He got a vision after he returned back from studying law in UK. Of course, he can be very prosperous. You know, at the time, the lawyer was really, really high earning positions in UK or in South Africa. But he saw a vision with such a deep inside him, the passion to set his people free from the apartheid. And he did it by going to jail. For 25 years, he spent time in jails when he's supposed to spend time, enjoy the time with his family and children, but he rather go to jails to set his people free. Do you have that passion for your nation? Do you have that passion for your community? I heard yes. You are the leaders. Take it out, write it down. That's so important. Another leader I would call true leader, Mahatma Gandhi. We keep talking about these men. It keeps appearing in our own mind. Why? Because something they did in the past that is really, really inspire us, okay? What Mahatma Gandhi said, I have the belief that I can do it. I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even though I may not have it in the beginning. Don't ever look down small beginning. You may not have it in the beginning. It's okay. Think about what you're passionate about the most. Write it down. Okay, this man set the Indian people free from the British Empire in 1947. This small man, very small, very skinny, win the big powerful country by fasting. It's called convictions. And that is personal leadership. Without conviction, you cannot achieve, even though you know your purpose, even though you know your passions, okay? All right. Inspiration. When you do what you're doing, you inspire people surrounding you, want to become who you are, want to follow you, want to learn from you. They want to follow you. So that's how you influence people, okay? How you influence people in the right way, in a positive way. And inspiration is the opposite from manipulation, from dictatorship. Remember that, okay? If someone cannot inspire you, but make you fearful, if you don't do it, they disqualify you. They are just manipulators or dictators that you can call them to be. Okay? They are not leaders at all. Leader inspire. This man, what he said, Adam, what he said, if your action inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, become more, you are a leader. Okay, this is some question that we need to ask before we follow anyone. This is something that I call to be careful. When you found inside you that type of leadership capacity, and you look around, there's other leadership qualifications. So you need to discern, and you need to think, and come to the point that you must ask yourself this question. Because Jesus said the blind can lead the blind. So ask yourself the question, does this guy still convicted? Is he really a leader? Is he a faithful man to one wife, or he has so many girls? I would not follow anyone have two wives. I will not learning from anyone that's not convicted. I will never learn from anyone like that. My mentor have very clean life from any scandals. Does he demonstrate that he has really, really ethical standards? I really need to look deep at someone's life before I really want to follow that person. You know that? Think before you follow anyone. Study their biography. Study their life, especially in the family. If a man can run his family, he can't run anything. He will not be a leader for you to follow. Okay? If a woman not responsible for her household, she's not a leader for you to follow. Study carefully about their life. You are at the right age to choose anyone that you may follow. So study carefully about their life. Okay? What is his vision of life? If you want to know the person is a leader or not, ask what is his vision for the countries. If the person doesn't have a vision, don't follow him. What is the attitude toward the other human beings? Okay? All these questions you need to ask him. What does he see as the future of his company, or organization, or community, or the countries that he's in, that he's leading? What directions does he think the world should be taken? Okay, so all these very important questions before you decided to follow anyone. Jesus, the greatest leader ever in the human history, said, the blind can lead the blind, and they all will fall into a pit. So be very careful. It doesn't mean that anyone who's blind cannot lead. They can lead. And this is what Paul said. Okay, the Apostle Paul said, I have the right to do anything I want. But if I do anything, I will not be skillful in one thing. I cannot master over a skill. So I have to choose one thing that I have to do. And that one thing Paul did. And he fulfilled that purpose of that one thing. So you need to narrow down your life. You may be at the right age and so inspired to do many things. You want to do many work. You have to put everything down into one thing that you want to do. If you still want to do many work, you are not yet discovering your purpose of life. There must be only one thing that you want to start with. And do that one thing. Okay? All right. The greatest king, or not the greatest king, I would say the wisest king. He's not the greatest. He failed later on in his life. Okay? So similar words that Brother Alan quote. We have the same mind. Okay. The race is not to the swift, okay, not a battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to man, no understanding, no favor to men of skill. But time and chance happen to them all. That's why I said everyone is a leader. Everyone get a chance to stand up and be who the Creator made you to be. Everyone. That's why chance and times are open, given to everyone. But we must get ready. We must know who we really are. And we must do that one thing. And that one thing will lead us to finish our race. And that one thing that the creators approve our complete of our journey here on earth. Okay? It's only that one thing. You don't race with anyone. Just keep on doing what you're called to do until you finish your race. And that one thing, the Creator approved in your life. So find that one thing to do. Don't need to do many things. Okay, I think time is coming. So discover your leadership gift. Okay, you were not created to lead people according to the principle of the Creator, not my own philosophy. Okay? Again and again, according to God. You were created to lead in the area of gifting. True leadership is born when your gift is discovered and served to the world. Jesus said, I come here to the world, not to be served, but to serve my gift of salvation to the world. The value in each human is the gift they were born to deliver to humanity. Okay, this is our value. So focus on our value and build up our value, okay? You already become the leader that God made you to be, young man, young woman, but you must become that leader. It's just like yesterday you were a baby. You became a child. Today you are the youth. You must become that leader that God already made you to be, okay? May the Lord bless you and give you wisdom, help you to take out your potential, help you to discover your dreams, help you to discover who you really are, and help you to fulfill it. Okay? May the Lord bless you.